Rather than taking a break, actually, Louis, why don't we say hello to a new member? Because this is just normally the time when we do that, isn't it?
I'm totally fine with that, yeah.
Okay, the new member I want to say hello to today is Garrett Skinner. Garrett Skinner is a guy who has become a David Pakman Show member. And like many other David Pakman Show members, he is now supporting the show, which I think is fantastic.
It's fantastic. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing.
You can go to davidpakman.com/membership to find out more and sign up. You can also support the show by doing all of your Amazon.com purchasing through the black banner at davidpakman.com. During his Tuesday show on the Fox Business Network, habitual climate change denier Stuart Varney pointed out he pointed to an op-ed by Princeton professor William Happer as evidence of another, quote, nail in the coffin of global warming hysteria, saying the temperature hasn't really changed much since the Ice Age. CO2 is not a pollutant. Life flourished hundreds of millions of years at much higher CO2 levels than we see today, and increasing CO2 levels will actually be a net benefit because cultivated plants grow better and are more resistant to drought when there is more CO2. And he says, we're not in and then host David Asman agreed, we're not in global warming. That has to be emphasized, screamed at the top of everyone's lungs. That's why they changed the rhetoric from global warming to climate change, because people are realizing there is no global warming. And then Burns comes on and announces the temperature basically hasn't changed much since the Ice Age. But this notion that we're getting to a point where carbon dioxide is bad, these guys have pretty much fallen over a cliff. Now, temperatures in Antarctica, factually, were 50 degrees Fahrenheit cooler than in modern times when the most recent ice age peaked about 20,000 years ago, according to paleoceanography. So if the temperature hasn't changed much since the ice age, why aren't we still in an ice age if you buy into that? Wouldn't it be so cold that it's an ice age?
Right, unless they were talking about after the ice age.
Right after.
Right after. I don't know. Pretty idiotic commentary.
You know the other funny thing about this? All of a sudden you have people talking... When you don't talk about climate change, the Earth is 6,000 years old, right? But when you want to start coming up with ways to deny climate change exists, you say, listen, look at all this stuff that's been going on for millions and millions of years. All of a sudden, the Earth isn't 6,000 years old. There couldn't even have been an ice age because the ice age ended way before this Earth even existed, according to many of those literal interpretation of the Bible climate change deniers. Contradiction they certainly don't want brought up.
Yeah, well, that's a different conversation altogether.
Is that right?
I think so.
All right, well, let's not have it now.
Well, I don't think we have time. We have to go to break pretty soon.
All right, after the break, we're going to talk to Russ Baker about a potential dark horse in the Republican race. I don't know that I buy it. We'll see if he can convince me. Get a David Pakman Show t-shirt or hoodie like the one producer Lewis is wearing at davidpakman.com/gear. Much more after the break.
The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.